anyway, yes, it's Dave from Driving Venture. We're back with another Costco Drives. And my co-compadre and co-pilot here, my daughter Emily. Another week of lockdown.
And guys, this video is going to be hilarious with me in it.
So, just from the get-go, I'm just going to say I'm not going to do any watch talk today. Well, I might talk a little bit about watches, but it's not going to be like a review video because I'm wearing the watch that I had on last week because I haven't had a chance to swap it over with another one. So anyway, I'm just enjoying it. So.
And what's going to happen is Dad's going to ask me questions.
No, that's, well, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm going to try and answer them,
So,
let's hit it.
Hot off the press is Porsche have released a new car. Yes, it's the 25th anniversary Boxster. Well, it's going to be obviously a seller. People are going to want it, and I don't know too much on the details of what's on the website, so I think it's going to be a little bit more powerful. It's going to have some interesting and new and bespoke wheels for the car. What I want to say about that is that Porsche are the masters. I've said it before in other videos, but the masters when it comes to marketing and putting out a car, and special editions, little tweaks, bells and whistles that they put on their cars just helps them to sell them, and I think it's going to be, you know, a good seller. I think it looks good in the silver. Launch colours are always popular. So if you're about to buy a Boxster or wanted a Boxster, then maybe ask them for one of them, because the thing about special editions, we saw it with the GTS. They brought out like the Le Mans edition, like a special edition where there was 4 of them in 4 different colours to celebrate the different drivers from the Le Mans series, like Richard Atwood and others, you know. And that car, you know, is quite popular. So, you know, if you can get one, then, you know, special editions will always be a little bit more desirable as the years roll on. But what I wanted to ask Emily was, why is it, or what is it about the Porsche cars that you like so much, if you can tear yourself away from your iPad?
Right, okay.
So what do you like about the Porsche cars the most? And talk about the ones I've had, and which ones do you think have been the best?
Well, you know, I've got the yellow car.
Well, which one did I get first? It was a silver one, wasn't it? The 911 that I got first.
But you know, we had to sell that.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a good car, but it didn't really have the juice. It didn't really have the. It didn't really have
that
the
went for
fastness.
the GT3, the Crayon GT3 that I had. So what do you think about the GT3? You remember that one, the grey one, the first one?
Yeah.
GT car. What do you think about that?
I mean, it was okay. At first, I didn't like the colour Crayon. I thought I didn't like it. I thought it looked plain. But after a bit, it actually looks quite nice. It gives the car a little bit of brightness. It gives it a little bit more.
Yeah.
Wow, is what I'm trying to say.
I think it's quite a rare colour. I didn't think many people would spec it, and it's got more popular, I think, as the sort of as its production run's gone on, and the cars that have been able to have that colour. Well, talk to them about the yellow car, because you remember the Spider, don't you?
Yeah.
What about that one?
If you look in previous videos, he's done a lot, and there's this one video where he's done it, and he's done this photo of the yellow car, and it looks amazing. And the really
well, that's Paul
really
Photo,
sad
isn't it?
part
Paul
is,
Photo
yeah,
did that one.
yeah. So actually, go and follow Paul Photo on Instagram.
Because you've met Paul, haven't you?
Yeah, he does really good photography. If you look on his Instagram, there's some that are incredible. So go follow Paul Photo. He's got a lot of followers.
So what did you like?
Me being the #1 fan.
Yeah. So what do you like about the racing yellow Boxster Spider I had? What did you like about it?
It was just one of those cars that just got me.
You've got to speak into the microphone, otherwise he won't hear what you're saying.
It was just one of those cars that was amazing. It had the speed, the colour, the fastness, the roof, and you know, he got it for his birthday.
I know you said that before.
And you know, he just sold it. And you know, I go back on sometimes and I think we should just get that car back.
It's gone. It's gone. It's somebody else owns it now. So that's that. Anyway, let me talk a little bit about the car I'm driving today. This is the car which I've just reviewed on the channel. What can I say about the 992?
He's renting it.
It's not quite like that. Anyway, this car is the latest iteration of 911. Now this is just the box standard.
It's got 4 seats, guys.
This is just the base Carrera model, and obviously, hopefully, the video, you know, says a lot about this car. It's just smooth. It's capable. And the thing about Porsche is it's got lots of different levels, so you don't have to go in at the Carrera S or 4S, or soon to be released, we believe, the
Daddy, can I ask you something?
GTS. You can actually just go for a base one like this, and I'm sure it'll be more than enough for 8 out of 10 people, because it's got exactly the same chassis, width and stance as the S and the 4S. And that was something I liked about this car, was that when Porsche launched the 992, I think it's all down to engineering and accountancy and doing number crunching on Excel, but they launched a car that had a lot of very, very similar components in the standard Carrera range. So it's got the same width, because the S didn't have the same width of body at the back as the 4S, which is why the 4S is more popular.
Guys,
we don't have that now. Anyway, Emily,
I'm about to ask Dad something now.
Go on then, yeah.
Listen. Okay. I'm gonna be hilarious now. Okay. You're gonna be laughing.
Hopefully we can put it in the video. What's that? You won't hear you because you're speaking at me and you're speaking to the microphone.
Right, Dad, you ready for this question?
What's that?
Can I have a Starbucks today?
Well, we'll see how your behaviour goes.
On the last one.
We'll see how your behaviour goes. So, yeah.
Can we do a part 2 for these guys?
Well, we'll see how your behaviour goes. It's all about rewards at the end of the day, isn't it?
Well, I did do an online lesson today.
Yeah.
So, you know, I do deserve it.
I know. Lockdown is so stressful and oh my.
It's absolute crap, and my birthday's coming up.
I just have a feeling that what's going to happen is all this pent up demand to do stuff, want to have trips and go places and holidays, that hopefully there's something left of the holiday industry when it all gets back up and running again. But it could be the perfect time for the DV Club, Driving Adventure Club, to get going, because I think a lot of people are going to want to do stuff, and I think that's the time that we'll hopefully have it ready to go and get launched, and our first drives and meets will be put out there. But let's just come back to this car, because as I was saying, it's in a pecking order, and you know, this car has got more than enough. It's got more than enough juice, it's got more than enough capability, probably 80% of people. But the thing is, again, it's a marketing thing. You go for the S because it's got a bit more, you look at the number 60 time, you know, you look at the torque figures, look at the performance figures. But this car is super capable, and it looks fab. It actually looks great, because it's not got the wing on the back, and it's got the graceful 911R, you know, the standard look, just the deployment rear spoiler at speed, you know, it's just that.
Guys, can we do a little bit of
It's been
music
fitted
now,
with the safe winter wheel tyre set, so
Dad,
even at 2 degrees I feel safe. What's that?
can we do some music for these guys?
No, we can't.
Please? No, Twisted DJ.
No, because it's a copyright problem, and they're not allowed to put music that's copyrighted on my channel, or they'll send you a bill and you'll have no pocket money, and not even your Go Henry card will be able to afford it, to pay it. And I'm being serious.
I can use my Go Henry card on trips. I can get out of the country.
I don't think so. Anyway, stressful times.
This is what it's like having a kid, so I recommend not having one.
Well, it's the best thing, but it's tough. It's tough. I say to anyone, when you have kids, life gets interesting, and it's tough. It's tough having kids. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Because
Dad gets me
tough.
everything I want.
But what I want to talk about a little bit next in this video is why I think Porsche are a great brand to own, and I think the good time to buy them is, or when I think the good time to buy them is, and it really ties into supply and demand, because
Woohoo!
it's got the juice when you want it.
Got the juice, guys. Got the juice.
When a new Porsche comes out, obviously you've got the RRP, and some models obviously you're never going to get a deal on, but as they get a bit older and they go into the secondary market, you can pick up now a 991.2 Turbo S for about £90,000. That was a car that was 145,000 quid ish, could be £150,000 or more. Now the thing about that is, And the reason I like Porsche so much is what happens is the price tails off for new, and then after a few years they start to become cool. They start to become desirable. If you look at obviously the 993 is a classic example, 964s, mint examples of those are just, the prices have just gone up and up and up. And I think like your 997 turbos, your 996 turbos, and the 991.1 and 0.2 turbos, those cars, as the years roll on, are going to make a comeback and the values are going to go up. And so that's the great thing about Porsche, is that as you hold on to them, a little bit like wine or whiskey, they mature. Especially whiskey, they mature of age, and they come back into the thinking of people. And then they go, oh, it's that 99, oh, a 991.1 turbo, oh, there's hardly anything for sale, and that's the key. And all of a sudden the price starts to shoot up. And even base 996s now, things like that, they're starting to be cool cars.
Speed trap reported ahead.
Speed trap reported ahead.
What sound
We're not
was
going
that?
through it. I think the sound on the app's changed, or maybe it's because it's going through this rather nice
And shall I tell you
new
what
entertainment system on this Porsche car.
Shall I tell you what I like the Porsche brand?
Go on then,
Well,
why do you like it?
Well, takes back memories. We've got the what's the silver car.
The silver one, the 4S.
Then we've got the yellow car. Then we've got the crayon, which is in Porsche right now, getting fixed. So
No, that's the RS one.
yeah, RS.
Yeah. What do you think about that one though? I mean, what do you think about the RS car?
Well, so I think I like it better than this one. This one's nice, but it can't beat the GT3 RS. I think if we did a test between them, I think the GT3 RS would win.
Well, it's a different cup of tea, and that's the other thing about Porsche, is that you've got different tastes that they satisfy, and they've got the cars for all tastes. You've got, this would be a great day-to-day, go to work, come home car. It doesn't blow your ears off with noise in the back. It's economical. It's got plenty of pop. It's got plenty of poke. Handles brilliantly. It really does. I mean, the step up from 991 to 992 in terms of how they handle, how they feel, how sure-footed they are, is quite a step in my opinion. And that's the thing, they do get better and better with. I mean, what the 992 GT3 is going to be like, I have to say, I do kind of wonder really. I think it's going to be very, very good. Will it sound good? That's the key. So there we go. We are almost at Costco. Almost at Costco for another week as we get a red light. So yeah, it's just a difficult time with lockdown and
guys, can I tell my Instagram account just so I know?
Well, you don't like people follow you, do you? So there's no point with that.
No, well it's private, but if Dad knows you, then I'll let you follow me. It's Hester Emily Autumn. It's got a picture of a cute dog on it. So yeah. Back to you, Drive Adventure. Breeze.
It's just telling me that the right offside tyre is a little bit soft and pressure.
Go to the tyre bay then and get it.
We'll go and have a little bit of pressure put in it when we're there, because I know the lads. And so I'm really hoping I can get some other cars onto the channel in the next little while. I'd love to get the Turbo S
Guys,
featured.
let me tell you something, right? Okay, go on to Drive Adventure channel, yeah. You'll see. Just go onto the first top up, and it has a GT3 RS like picture on it. That's Dad's car, and it's got some cracking jokes, yeah. Because I'm in the car, yeah, and we're nearly there, yeah. And I put a mask on saying COVID-19.
Oh, that's the one last week, yeah.
COVID-19,
oh yeah, you promoted
yeah.
it, yeah.
And
Do you
it's
want to have a YouTube channel as well?
#6. I bet I could flip and beat Tiana Wilson. I mean, she's got a lot, but she's not doing much. Spending the night in my bathroom. You're gonna get goosebumps doing that, love. She sleeps on hard floor. I bet I could get a million more than her. Auntie Anna Wilson, Because on one of my videos, if I get a YouTube channel, I'm going to do anything I can fit in my cart. Dad has to buy me. And it's going to come to like $500, guys. 500 quid, 600 quid. Because when I start my YouTube channel, it is going to be...
Are you looking for some angel investors? Some venture capitalists?
Well, you know...
We'll have to see, we'll have to see.
But guys, I bet I could beat Tiana Wilson for almost 50 to 60 followers. Or how much have you got?
I think we've got a flat tyre here. Because we've lost now half a bar in just a few moments, and we've lost a little bit more now. Okay.
Come on, I gotta get there. So yeah, guys, sorry I was moody for the second part of next week's video, yeah. I was just so upset because Dad didn't get me a Starbucks. So hopefully, if I'm good, you'll see me have a cookies and cream frappuccino venti in my hand.
The reason you didn't get...
Tell me then, come on. Bring it on.
The reason you didn't get one was because you didn't behave yourself in the shop. It was all odds on you were going to get one, but your behaviour wasn't acceptable, so that was why. Anyway, let's not put family tiffs on film, but you know, anyway, we'll see what happens, Emily. We'll see what happens.
So guys, we are here, so we're going to have to, are we going to do a part 2 for them, guys, or what we?
I'm going to see if we can put some pressure in this tyre, and then if it's gone down again, we're going to have to go to a plan B, I think.
And the funny thing is, this isn't even our car, it's the Porsche's car. We've borrowed it while Dad's car is getting fixed. So this isn't even our car.
Kendall's car, yeah.
So this isn't even ours.
No.
So if this tyre pressure goes down, we are done.
So let's have a look and see what they can do to give us a number.
Done.
Just film it.
D-O-N-E. Done.
It's mine. See this guy here now.
Right, so I'll talk to them, Dad, while you go and get the tyre pressure.
Yeah, go on then. You talk to them about cars.
Yeah. I'm going to talk about that. Let me just get up. Tell you what, this blooming seat's too down. Ooh, I'm falling off the end. Right, anyway, guys. So, we're just at Costco.
I regret to inform you, it's got a flat tyre. I can hear it. I can hear it going down. So I think this is the end of this journey. So there we are, guys. You can see it there. There's a piece of metal just in the back of the tyre, and that unfortunately means that that's the end of Costco Drives for this episode. That's just right there, so you'll probably even hear that. So there we go. Unfortunately, that's the end of Costco Drives episode.
Wait, Dad, I've got something
whatever
funny.
episode it is.
Guys, we are stranded.
Well, your mum's going to pick you up. We'll have to find myself onto a tow truck, and this will get back to Porsche Centre Kendall and get resolved. Yes, don't forget to subscribe, like and comment, and as always, thanks very much for watching. Didn't quite go to plan today as expected, but there'll be another episode before long. As always, I'll see you next time. Right.
Let me see the
like
next
and
time.
comment.
Let me see you next time. And I'll see you next time.